Hello folks and welcome. We are now going to take a look at the Zylok Incarnon. And I think this one's pretty good. I think the Zylok Prime was a nice bump over the Zylok, which I already liked the Zylok, but Zylok Prime is even better stats, and putting an Incarnon for it, it gets it even better stats, and has a unique Incarnon mode, which, well, let's just show you. As it says, charge a large single shot that deals radial heat damage. So it basically turns it into operating like a bow. And you're going to watch a charging reticle, the circle. The difference being is that you cannot short charge this. You have to let it fully charge before you let it. But you can hold the charge. And you can even hit reload to cancel it. But that's the thing with it, is that if you want a quick shot, you can't do it. You have to commit to the full charge. But it does good. On Evolution 2, there are two different ones, and I opted for the burst headshot, which you can stack up to 3 times for a total of 60 damage. The other one, reload from empty, yeah, it's not bad. It's a crit damage multiplier of 2 if you let it reload from empty. On Evolution 3, you can. This would be counterintuitive to that, because that last one I talked about, by increasing the mag capacity, but you can increase the reload speed. I opted for accuracy and reduced recoil. And on the final one, it's kind of the standard one, is that, well, actually the last one's a little different, but first is crit and status, which is going to be pretty good, and that's the one I opted for. On the second one, it's just straight up crit chance. And then on the final one, you can actually gain damage per status type affecting the target, which is pretty good. So if you did do like a pure status build, then this one would be pretty good. So I'd say it's a toss-up between those two. And actually, depending if you what your Riven is that you got for it, then this could be really good as well. So actually, all the Evolution 4s are pretty good. It's going to be kind of a toss-up. So let's demonstrate this. So if you aren't familiar with the Zylok as it is a duplex trigger like the Sybaris and the Tigris. So you push your fire button down and hold it down, fires one bullet. You release it, fires another bullet. If you do it really quick, like tap and release, it fires both bullets. And as you can see, the Zylok is pretty strong. This is actually a fantastic secondary as it is. Even without the Incarnon, I think the Zylok is a great weapon, just because you can snipe with the thing. It's so accurate. And the fact, like with the duplex trigger, gives you an option of how you fire and consume ammo. If you know that, hey, it's only going to take one shot to kill an enemy, then you just fire one bullet instead of 2. So let's show what the Incarnon is like. Now again, you have to fully commit, and it's got a pretty good sized blast radius, but you do have to let that fully charge up. You cannot, you see, it will not let me fire. It won't even let me fire close. It has to be fully charged to fire, but the results are pretty nice. It's not the biggest blast radius, but it's still pretty good, especially if enemies are close together. But yeah, this is the Zylok Incarnon, which I think is pretty awesome. It looks pretty good too. Anyway, I think this is an A tier Incarnon secondary. It's really good. It's useful. Like if you're gonna go with the blast that you get from the Incarnon form, or just firing it regular, the stat bonuses you get. To me, this pushes it into an A tier secondary. This thing is really good. So let me know what you've done with this thing, or if you've got something better that you've done. And thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.